Money Rescue is the morning show's new series looking at ways everyday Aussies can tackle the rising cost of living. Yesterday was utilities, today housing.
Yeah, and as we all well know, the housing headlines have been pretty bleak. Rental affordability has dropped to its worst levels in 10 years, with the average household spending a third of its income on accommodation. Meanwhile, home buyers are facing the worst mortgage affordability in more than 3 decades due to the fastest interest rate rises in a generation.
So how can you keep a roof over your head without going broke? For more, we welcome financial commentator Betsy Westcott. Hi, Betsy.
Hello.
Australia's housing crisis, it's set to worsen. What are your predictions?
Look, it is going to get worse before it gets better. So we've got some recent data out from that was released this month to say that, consumer spending's still high. We've got really high rates of employment, and so that's indicating that the RBA is likely to raise rates again. 3 out of the 4 big banks are saying that it'll probably be 2 more hikes, which would send the average home loan rate to about 7.11%. So it's going to hit everyone's hip pocket. We've got high immigration, we've got pressures on rent. So what I will say is tough times won't last. Tough people do. So if there was ever a time to prioritise your financial well-being, it is now. So be proactive, lean in, and if you are getting into trouble, seek help early.
Okay, so mortgage holders all know that we've gone from 0.1 to 4.1% in less than a year. How can you relieve the pressure if you're feeling it?
Yeah, I think the aggressive rate of increases has really caught everyone off guard. I've had so many clients come to me saying, I just don't know where all my money went. And I was like, well, your mortgage went up by 30 grand this year. That's where your money went. So first things first is you've got to manage your bank, keep them honest, make sure that they're giving you the best rate possible. And if they're not, it's time to refinance. Now is the time to get cozy with your budget. I am recommending to everyone, make a money date every month, make it fun, maybe pour a glass of wine, light a candle if you will, but check in with your expenses because they are changing regularly, particularly with those rate rises. Now, we know we all should be saving, but most of us don't do it because it's a boring chore. So hack your own money mind and make it fun. Whether you're a competitive person, make it a challenge that you're competing against your partner or a friend, or if you're incentivized by rewards, set little rewards when you hit certain savings point to make it really fun and enjoyable. If you are having the pinch, it might be time to downsize or sell. I had a client this week say, gosh, my mortgage is now 50% of my pay. She's decided to sell, relocate from Brisbane to the Sunshine Coast, where the repayment will only be 15% of her pay. So tough calls, but might be time.
Yeah, and we said it used to be the mark used to be 30% of your take-home pay. Now it's up to about 66% in some cases. People, they just cannot afford it. It's gone up so much. What about rental vacancy rates? All-time low. You say we need to be negotiating our rent, but how do we do that when things are so tight?
Well, first of all, you need to channel your confidence. If you've got like an alter ego you like to put on, maybe some Sasha Fierce or Samantha Jones, channel that, do your homework, be prepared. So know what the average rate is for like houses in your area. If your landlord's putting up your rent, you need to compare year on year. What's that percentage increase? Is it reasonable? Is it in line with the market? Of course, if you've been a tenant for a while, highlight how great you are as a tenant because landlords want to keep you. So, if you've improved the property, if you pay rent on time, if you've always got really good results on inspections, make that case for yourself. Of course, if they're not coming to the table, if you think it's unreasonable, you could take them to the tenancy tribunal to have a review, but you just need to put that application in within 30 days of getting your rate increase notice.
Oh, really? So if you're going to act within the month.
Go fast. Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah, some really good advice. I was definitely listening very hard. Thanks.